This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. I need to warn you, the video you are about to watch has been rated IC60 plus for interactive content in excess of 60 minutes. If you are not emotionally prepared for all the hi hellos that are about to come and a full hour of distractions, Weight Watchers or WW ideas and friendly content, hit stop now. I repeat, this is your only warning. Do not proceed further if you are not ready. But if you're like me and you like to make new friends on your weight loss journey, this is the video for you. We will be saying hi, hello, as this was filmed live. And if you ever get a chance to join us on Sunday nights, it's just over on the Facebook page, If You Have an Egg, a Weight Watchers Journey, although I guess now we need to change it to a WW Journey. But we would love to see you live over there so that we can say hi and hello. And if you're new, please do give us a shout out. Let us know that you're new and where you're from so that we can all greet you. Also, pay attention, running across the bottom right now is some important information that you need for how to join us in other social media areas, how to get this free, how to watch this on demand, and how to make sure that you are always notified when we have a new chat come up. And more importantly, read across the bottom. Right now, our affiliate links, which include discounts, are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Check those out. We get some great deals for the Egg Lady and for the Egglets. I hope you enjoy the at least 60 minutes of free weight loss journey content and that you will subscribe so that you can always be notified when we're coming up, and that you will share with another weight loss journey buddy, a WW member who needs some help, and so we can help each other along this journey. So thanks again, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know. Please comment below. Hope to see you Sunday. Hello and happy Sunday, everybody. It's Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, January the 13th, and you would think with glasses on I would be able to read that, but hey, and welcome everybody. If you're new with us, we're going to do 30 minutes of workshop at the beginning, and then we'll have some fluff at the end. If you're lucky, I'll hold it to 30 minutes, but hey, hello everybody. If you're watching it with us live, I will try to say hey and hello to you, and if you're watching this with us later on YouTube, it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg or Kelly Milligan. Then if you're watching it later, hello April, and you don't want to see all the hi hellos because I do it a lot, hello Sylvia from Canada, then you can just scroll on over to about 8 or 9 minutes to skip all of that, and yeah, and you'll be good. Hello Carol Lou and hello Lynn. So everybody have a great week. Oh, and Andrea is here. Yes, Andrea has one of the cutest children on the planet, so you know I have to take credit for, well, Casey has to take credit for the first cutest. Hello Cynthia, hello Sylvia, and hello Sandra from Demon's Ferry, and hello Barbara from the Crossroads. Oh, she needs an IV for her fluff. Awesome, awesome, awesome. But Andrea has an absolutely adorable child, so obviously he is her Y. Hello Vicky. But yeah, so if you're watching this with us live, hello, and hello Darlene. It has been forever since you've been here. Hello, and hello Jenny from Boston, and Michelle. Well, what's your news? Michelle has news. What's your news, Michelle? Tell us. And hello Kim, and hello Nancy from Oregon. Yeah, so it's still early in your day, Nancy, right? And hello Carla. Hello Tag. Yeah, so I hope everybody's having a great evening. Hello Kathy. This is our workshop number 106. Hello Trish from California, and it's early for you too. And hello Evie. So this is number 106, and it's Enjoy Food Freedom. Super excited about this one. Hello Mary from Pennsylvania, and hello Shirley, and hello Rosie, because I get to use one of my favorite props, and uh-oh, where is it? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, not gonna show you what it is yet, but it's one of my favorite cheesy props. Yeah, hello Betty, hello, oh yes, and Andrea, he is adorable, and hello Sandy from Kansas, and hello Dillo from West Virginia, and hello Sherry, and hello Dale from Calgary. So is that Calgary, Canada, I'm assuming? And hello Janet, and hello Christina from Philadelphia. So we get to use one of my favorite props. It's kind of hokey, but I love it. It is one of my favorites. And hello Jackie from Jackson, New Jersey. And, oh, and Irma, yes, everything is going much better this week, and April's gonna have to watch it on replay because her doggy needs to go out. And hello Kim. And hello, another Sherry from New England, from Connecticut. Hello, Destiny. And hello, Michelle went back to her meetings to get her free status, and she hit 100 pounds. Yay! Yay! Awesome, 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 awesome. Yay! And thank you, Sandra. Hello, Melinda from Nashville. You're super close. So yeah, everybody say congratulations. Yeah, and Destiny is having to start her health journey for health reasons, her journey for health reasons. So yeah, everybody welcome her. And I'm so glad that you all are here. I want to say, hello, Chris. I want to say you all are like the bomb on your homework this week. So we're going to talk about a couple other things really quickly, but I cannot wait to get to the homework portion of this. So yeah, because you all were like amazing, and thank you all for congratulating Michelle. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, Trish has Trish says it's 5 o'clock there, and she's got her dinner in the crock pot warming up. Awesome. And hello, Stacy from Atlanta, Mary from Wisconsin. And I do love that you all want to say hi. So I had another crabby person this week. You know, hey Loretta. So I don't know. I guess I'll never get over the crabby people. Hello, Jessica from Northern California. Yeah, but I don't know. The crabby people just really bring me down, and there's no point in that. And Jen is hiding in the bathroom at work. I love it. I love it. Just hope that your boss is not watching us out somewhere else and going, "Hey, what's Jen doing in the bathroom? Is she okay in there?" Yeah, I know. We might need to start getting, you know, knock, knock, knock. But yeah, this is chat number 106. So I still call them chats, even though they're workshops now. But, and Lindsay's doing her meal prep while she's watching. But it's number 106. You would think that after 106 of these, that I would just be like, whatever. Yeah, hey, Kathy from South Carolina, if somebody complains. But they still get on my nerves. And maybe that's why. Hello, Christina from Maryland. Ooh, and you're known for, oh, Christina. But, oh, Jen is the boss. Yeah, then you're like me, Jen. I have to hide in the bathroom to get away from them sometimes. But anyway, yeah, so good luck in there. And Sandra lost 1.8 weeks, 1.8 weeks this pound. Yeah, 1.8 pounds this week. Congratulations. And hello, Janice. So yeah, you think after 106 of these that I would get over the, the crabby people, but I don't know. And maybe that's why they get crabby. Maybe they're crabby because they know that it hurts my feelings or something. But anyway, we are not gonna focus on the crabby people this week. And it is Christina's first week, and she lost 4.6 pounds. Awesome, girl, awesome. Hello, Teresa. Anyway, so always have a lot of good things to go over because WW, or as we previously knew at Weight Watchers, provides us with so many awesome options. I mean, so many great options that it's almost impossible to talk about all the food that we can make. And Dale finally lost 50 pounds and made Wonderland. Awesome. And hello, Margaret from Somerset, Kentucky. Awesome. Yeah. Yep. Hello, Liz. Okay, so let's get talking. Last week we were talking about, let's see, and I forget there's new people here sometimes too. Hello, Melissa. So if you're new and watching this with us on either YouTube, it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg, or if you're watching this from the blog, and that is, hey, Angie. Hello. How are you? This Angie is the one that keeps me out of trouble here in Knoxville. Well, there's lots of people that keep me out of trouble here in Knoxville, but anyway, she's got a really hard job to keep me out of trouble here. But anyway, yeah, and she has an adorable son too, but he's a little bigger. You know, he's a little bigger, adorable son. Actually, he's like this tall. But anyway, okay. So what was I even saying? Anyway, so we have a lot of stuff to talk about. YouTube, yes, and thank you all for the love bucks. Thank you for the thumbs ups and the hearts. Y'all know how much I love those, and those make me so much more happy than the crabby people. But if you're watching it on YouTube later, hey, hello. I'll say hey, hello to you too. Please do, comment below. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, please subscribe, pretty please. And hello, oh, I missed somebody. Hold on, hello. Hello, Roberta, hello. Yeah, Kim says the crabby people are Sebastians. You're exactly right. But anyway, so I'll try to say hi, hello to you, and y'all have done a great job of commenting on YouTube this week, and it has made me super happy. If you are watching this later on the blog, it's just www.ifyouhaveanegg.com. Then do comment there too. And I have to figure out how to get the YouTube to post on the blog again, because WordPress updated to some really pretty new format, and the pretty new format doesn't let me stick the YouTube video in there anymore. So I'm like 3 or 4 weeks behind again, just because I can't figure out how to stick it in there. But anyway, so last week, so everybody do say hi and hello, and everybody pretty please subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. pretty please, because that's how a lot of you all found us. So a lot of you all found us from YouTube. So bring some friends. This is January. So we are in the, let's see, this is the 13th. So we just completed the second full week of January. We're getting ready to be in the third week of January. Almost, oh, thank you, Kathy. Almost as many people will quit in this next 2 weeks as started in the last 2 weeks. And that's sad. That's sad. That is sad to me, that many people will quit, because that many people will get, hello Kathy in Bristol. So that many people will get, will get frustrated or not understand or not be able, hello Wendy, not be able to attend a workshop or oh, and Melissa found us through word of mouth. Awesome. So that many people, so as many people as joined in the last 2 weeks, that many people will quit in the next 2 weeks. Oh, and I have to pause for a second. It's Kathy's first time here. Hello, Kathy. Everybody say hello to Kathy. It's C-A-T-H-Y. So everybody say, hey, hello. It's her very first time here. And hello, Kim from North Carolina. Hey, Tedders. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. And Lynn, I know we were talking about the homework in a second. Hello, Martha. And hello, Claudie. Yeah. So anyway, as many people as joined in the last 2 weeks, at least that many people will quit in the next 2 weeks. And that is so sad to me. But again, a lot of it is because they either didn't find a good group, they didn't find a good workshop, or there's not a workshop in their area, or they had to be online only for whatever reason. And it really doesn't matter what the reason is. So if you can't, for people who don't have a great meeting place, who don't have, and Tedder's is exactly right. We have to hang tough together. We really do. So we have to get, So we have to hang together. So this is a great place for that. And even if they can't watch it live, which, I know a lot of y'all can't, but even if they can't watch it live, they can always watch it later. Or like I have been listening to Casey, because I'm probably about 10 behind on hers. But Casey she's got a book YouTube. And so I have been listening to hers while I'm at work, so I can hear them. And hey, it's Brandy's first time here, Brandy, B-R-A-N-D-I. So Brandy, we're getting ready to talk about our 0 point food. So hang in there. We'll do, and hello Marlene, we'll do 30 minutes of workshop, although I'm jabbering now for 10 minutes. So we'll do, and hello Kathy. I know Kathy says she's sorry she's late. She's watching her Saints win. So John is, and hello Becky, John is basing his picks on past UT balls that are on teams. So as long as Alvin Kamara is playing, he's good. Yeah, that would be good. And hello, Sue. So anyway, please encourage the people. Please encourage the new people. You've got a wellness journey. We've all got a wellness journey. We've all got a weight loss journey. Some of us are here because we need to be more healthy. Hello, Margaret. Some of us are here because we just need to lose some weight. But please help encourage those people by sharing this with them. It is free. You all talk back to me. Your homework this week, we're going to talk about that in a second. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with how y'all did on your homework this week. And it's Cassandra's first time, C-A-S-A-N-D-R-A, and expect people to misspell that. But everybody, welcome Cassandra. It's her first time here. First time here, yeah. But anyway, so last week we were talking about living WW. So last week's chat was number 105, and you can go back and watch that on YouTube. That it is posted on YouTube, even though I have not gotten the lovely update to WordPress to let me put that up, up this week. But hello Stacy, but it is already on YouTube, and it's just chat number, hello Wanda, and it's just chat number 105, and you can find it searching If You Have an Egg. So last week we were talking about living WW, because if you're going to do this long term, we've got to figure out, you, me, all of us, we have to figure out how to be able to do this long term. So one of the things, and thank you Betty 113. So one of the things, your homework that I wanted you to do. So, well, first, how many people were here last week? So how many people either sat your bottom in a little chair? If you sat your bottom in a chair at a physical workshop, so if you, and I got to go back to one, hallelujah, for the first time in 3 weeks, we got to go to one. It was almost a month, and Heather is new too. Everybody welcome Heather. Hello, it's good to have you. But how many people sat? Oh, Cheryl, it is not your first time here. You silly goose. Anyway. Hello, Cheryl. But how many people sat their bottoms hello Linda, in a little chair last week. So I got to go back to class, so I get to do it. So a thumbs up, and y'all already know, the people that have been here for a while already know. So do a thumbs up if you sat your bottom in a chair at a physical workshop last week. And if you attended with us here last Sunday night, and it's Christina's first time. Good grief. Yeah, Christina, Christina. Yeah, welcome, Christina. Or if you attended with us last week here on Facebook, even if you just watched it later or watched it on YouTube later, or you did both, then a heart. So a thumbs up if you only sat in a chair last week, or a heart if you were here, or if you did both. So a lot of hearts, a lot of thumbs up. So a lot of people went. Okay, last week's homework. Well, first of all, bravo stickers. So bravo stickers for attending last week. Very good job. But I'm going to tell you all get huge bravo stickers for your homework this week. So the homework this last week was, I wanted you to start building your team. So a lot of the new people don't already have a team. I mean, like, I have all of you all. There are, let's see, over 12,000 of you all now. And I'm going to say there's probably about 100 to 120 of you all that I talk to almost every day, or I hear from almost every day. And y'all come in and out, and I'll hear from you a lot, and then you'll disappear for a little while, and then you'll help people in the group. And I see you all support each other so much in the group. But we were talking about building our team last week, and I told you all, and hello, Alyssa. Alyssa's saying hi to Nona, so hello. There were so many of y'all that did your homework last week. So the reason I wanted you to do your homework, and it worked smashingly, was I wanted y'all to start building your team. So I wanted you all to be able to find like-minded people, that and Heather, it's not really a team. Let me explain, because I know you're new. So I wanted you to start building your team, and your team it's not really a team. Like, you don't have to be near each other, you don't have to be in the same city, you don't have to be able to get together. But by doing the homework, I saw so many of you all that grabbed some extra people that were on a similar journey. So here was the homework. So if you did the homework, you're getting ready to get a huge bravo. I wish I'd made something to hold up, but the homework was, I wanted you to state your age, and you don't have to do it on the public page. So like right now in this chat, this is a public page. If you want to post it on this, that's fine. Shouldn't have any stalkers on this. It's a Weight Watchers page, a WW page. So but if you don't want to do it there, you can join our, hello Sybil, we've missed you too. So you can join our closed group, and somebody surely will post the link to our closed group here, or I will post it when we get done. But remember, you have to answer the 3 questions if you're going to get into the closed group. But so if you wanted to post it privately, but remember to tag me, because I can't always see your comments. I mean, I get a lot. There's like, I don't know, several hundred comments a day. If you tag me here, it's just If You Have an Egg. If you tag me in our closed group, it's Kelly Green Milligan. If you tag me in our on Connect, it's Scrap and Stamp. Or if you tag me on Instagram, it is If You Have an Egg. So your homework was to start building your team. And remember, this is a virtual team. You're not actually getting together unless you want to, unless you're near each other. Is your age. So say you need to state what your age is. Hello, Amy. It's Amy's first time too. So everybody, welcome Amy. How many times you joined, including this time. So if this is your first time, you would state your age. You would put number 1. My age is blah, blah. Number 2, how many times you've joined, and this is your first time, you would put 1. And like me, I joined 6 times before it stuck. So mine was 6. And your Y. So my Y originally, and Heather, I know Heather, for somebody from the South, I talk super fast. So I'm not a slow Southern talker. But Heather, you are on the If You Have an Egg page right now. So on Facebook, this is a page. So this is public. So anybody that wants to see this can join, and that's why we do the chats on the public page. We also have a closed group where only people who have been let in by me or by Casey, and Casey's my daughter for the new people, and Alyssa, when these people that are talking about Alyssa, oh no, there's a snowstorm in Missouri. Connie, be careful. Send us pictures. But Casey is I am Kelly. nice to meet you. And actually it's nice, let's see, hold on, for my sign language friends, nice to meet you. And Casey is my daughter, she's my daughter. And Alyssa is my, I don't know how to say granddaughter. Uh-oh, somebody's got to teach me. And hello, Marlene from Florida. And you're not late, you were just in time because you know I've just been babbling for the first 15 minutes. But anyway, so, yeah, so that's what the page versus the closed group is. But anyway, and your why. So my original why was ailing parents, that I did not want to put Casey in that same scenario. But now my why is Alyssa, is grandbaby Alyssa. And honestly, I just need to be able to keep up with her. Well, I want to stay healthy for her. I don't want to be a burden on Casey, you know, in my older age. Because I'm telling you, it's been a challenge the last few weeks with my parents. Trying to keep up with Alyssa. So she figured out how to climb up the stairs in the loft yesterday, which was a surprise for me. And Heather, we will show you how to, we'll tell you how to, somebody will tell you how to get in, or I will post on here how to get in at the end of the chat. But anyway, so I set her down. We had her this weekend, and I set her down where I normally set her down, and I was putting on clothes, you know, and whatever, and she normally crawls out, crawls back in, crawls out, crawls back in. All of a sudden, she didn't come back. She didn't come back. And so I came around the corner, dunk, 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 she had gone up the stairs. Ew. So anyway, and my parents are better. They're never gonna be well, but anyway, they're better. So, and I see several of y'all that want to be in the closed group, and if somebody could post that link, that would be awesome. But don't forget, you have to answer the 3 questions to get into the closed group, or I will post it at the end of the chat. But anyway, so seriously, like, when I'm probably setting my watch off, because when I say that word, seriously, when I say that word, it activates my Apple Watch. So I see that it's checking the weather now. So I must have said something about seriously, and then something about the weather. But anyway, so your age, and see, y'all, more of y'all are doing it. Your age, how many times you joined, and your why. There are probably, I don't know, I'm gonna guess 200 people did their homework. Good job, Claudie. Thank you very much for posting the group. Probably 200 people did their homework between Instagram, Facebook page, Facebook group, and Connect, between all those places, and just talking about, talking about it on, on here. What? Oh, sorry. Just got a notification about Alyssa has another tooth coming in, and apparently there's a conversation going on between here and Casey about that. But anyway, so yeah, like 200 of y'all did it, like 200 between all the places, to, to post that. So, and with everybody who did their homework, I am seeing so many new relationships, and it's those new relationships of you all saying, what? You live in such and such? I live right outside of such and such. Or you're 40, it's your first time and you want to lose weight to be healthy. I just read Cassandra's, there will be somebody else who's about 40. It's their first time and they want to lose weight to be healthy. I promise. And I'm seeing you all hooking up, supporting each other, lifting each other up, talking each other back off the cliff, helping each other flip your wagons back over and put the wheels back on, put out some fires if the wagons have been set on fire, if you know what I mean. But I'm seeing so many of y'all doing that. And just this week, my support group has come through, big and mighty, because we've had, and we do not have time to get into all the parent things, but between Thanksgiving and Tuesday of this week, between Thanksgiving and Tuesday of this week, I've had one or both parents, elderly parents, either in the hospital or in a nursing home, or coming out of the hospital or in a nursing home, recovering, whatever, and Christmas, and Alyssa's first birthday, and a trip to Disney, and Casey went back to Planet Fitness with me yesterday, and I'm feeling it. Well, apparently it had been a month since we had done the PF30, and Alyssa and Karen, my accountability buddy Karen, and I walked pretty far today. So yeah, so I'm feeling it. So that's that team, you don't even have to physically be together, but I'm seeing so many new relationships kindled here, and so many people supporting each other, that you all get a huge, I wish you could see my hand, a huge huge, ginormous bravo sticker, huge. Thank you all so much for supporting each other. Y'all are awesome and amazing, awesome and amazing. This has been the best homework. If y'all always did your homework like this, y'all always make me proud, but if you did your homework, always did your homework like this, you would make me even more so proud. So this week our topic is enjoy food freedom, and this is 106 for us. It's not 106 for WW. I don't know how many they've had. I mean, I've been going here forever, but I don't know how many they've had, but enjoy food freedom. And so I don't talk us out of being able to enjoy our food freedom. This was your weekly this week. And yes, I know it's backwards. And the recipe is Chef Eric Greenspan's mac and cheese with creamy squash sauce. That actually looks really good. So hold on to these. If you go to a physical workshop, you can always go back and get the copy from the week before. And if you are online only, if you're digital only, you can download these in PDF form and print them. Anyway, so hold on to those. So why are we talking about food freedom? For those that have been on this journey as long as I have, and you've been through all the changes, you know that we now have 200 0-point options. Okay, people that are new, that may not sound like a big deal, but I come from the days when you had to eat tuna once a week, you had to eat liver once a week. They really would have preferred that you ate cottage cheese and some stuff like that. Tuna I can do, but yeah, it's just, you can only eat so much of it. But they were really strict on what you on what you could and couldn't eat. And even throughout the years, as things changed, like certain things would be lower points, certain things would be higher points. They finally, and my mother's vegan, and when she was able to be at home and to cook for me, I always lost more on the weeks that she cooked for me, even though on the previous plan on Points Plus, or 2 plans ago, Points Plus, they were higher in points. I always lost more weight the weeks that my mother was cooking for me, and it was because she was choosing foods that even though they had more points on that plan, were better for me. They were better for me. They were better. And no, Melissa, she was not always vegan. She became vegan probably 8 or 10 years ago for other health reasons, but those weeks I lost the most. And guess what? Everything that Nana was making for me, and thank you, Sandra, I know I'm talking too much, but the weeks that Nana was making food for me, all of those things are now 0-point foods. So really, Nana knew all along what we should be eating, but it's some of the things you all don't like, but things like beans and tofu and corn, peas, things like that. So real quick, we're going to talk about, actually not real quick, I'm going to ease over into some of our fluff time because this really is relevant to the fluff. So whether you realize it or not, we have, if you're brand new or if you just haven't, embraced this yet, we have over 200 0-point foods. And you're probably thinking, okay, great. So, why do I care? Ooh, and Sybil's going to try tofu. So you might be thinking, why do I care? It's 200. What do I do with that? Having 200 0-point foods, you can either start a meal and base it around some 0-point foods, and then, and kind of use that as a building block for your meal. Or you can use that, and you can take something that you love and you can hashtag bulk it up. Yeah. This is the prop I was talking about. It's a straw with some paper on it, but you can take something that you love and then hashtag bulk it up. Or you can use your 0-point foods, like if you need to save some points for something that you're, if you're going somewhere, fancy, and it's going to be, something that you're going to want to eat, or you don't know how to control the, the points. So, so that, that's a couple, that's 3 awesome, reasons that you would do it. So I didn't prep anything for the going somewhere special or going out to eat or whatever, but you can use any of your 0-point foods, and you can put them in combination. You can, combine them together and come up with a 0-point meal. And a 0-point meal doesn't mean that you just ate a banana and then waited you know, until it was time to go eat whatever it was. Some of my favorite 0 point meals, and I did not make one tonight because I wanted to show you something else that's really, really cool and really, really easy. But one of my favorite 0 point meals is every once in a while we'll have the That Man's Chicken recipe, but it's the chicken breast because the breast is 0 points. And then we'll have the air fryer asparagus, my air fryer asparagus, and the crazy corn. I know all that's made in the air fryer. You don't have to make it in the air fryer. I had somebody complain about that the other day. But the three of those together, you can make a huge meal out of that and not gorge yourself and still, you know, still feel satisfied. And congratulations, Susan, whatever you did to fix your comments. But all of that is 0 points. Or you can use it to build on a meal. So I have made, or to kind of bulk it up. And we're gonna bulk, that's the third thing we're gonna do, is to bulk it up before we go into our fluff portion. But if you hang around for the fluff portion, I am going to do, and Cheryl, yeah, 0 is soup. So Cheryl said 0 point food is a lot of soup for her. So this is a 0 point soup base that I make. And we'll be sharing this in the second half in the fluff portion, but you can use this as a starter. So you can start out your meal as, you know, as 0 points. And thank you, Sandra. So you can start out the meal as 0 points and then add to it. And I'll show you how to do that in the fluff portion. And things like this, like people, you know, just say, oh, all I could have, you know, I only had points for a string cheese. Okay, great. How about a string cheese and a clementine? Or a string cheese and an apple. I mean, those are really good together. So again, don't just eat the piece of string cheese, bulk it up, hashtag bulk it up, and add something to it. You know, add something to it so that you're not just having, you know, the piece of string cheese or, you know, or whatever. Okay, but Heather just said something that I was gonna say, do not overindulge in the 0 point food. I don't wanna see anybody eating 6 bananas, because I had that once before. Or, you know, I had somebody doing that when we first started. Okay, a great bulk it up example, and this is still the classroom portion. We're gonna do something fun when we, you know, move into not that this isn't gonna be fun, but this is a great example of bulking it up. So, John likes macaroni and cheese, okay? So I can't always be here to make macaroni and cheese. He's gonna be on the road sometimes. I like macaroni and cheese too. We love fettuccine Alfredo. We've got, you know, several things that we really, really like, and but you know, I'm not always here to make it. And let's face it, if I make macaroni and cheese, or if I'm making fettuccine Alfredo, and those are two things that are, if they're made normally, they're very, you know, fairly high fat, and you know, and usually a lot of points. So I was trying to come up with some things that would be, you know, that would be, John could do it, you know, when I'm not here, or I could do it at work. You know, I don't have a lot of time. So I thought I would take a lean cuisine, and yes, I know it's backwards. So I thought I would take a lean cuisine favorites. It's a fettuccine Alfredo. I know that this is one that I like. I scanned it and have promptly forgotten the points because I didn't write them on there. I think it was 6. It's either 6 or 8. I'll look that up in a few minutes. But anyway, so I took this, and this is a sad little, you know, meal by itself. So I spent years, and especially the years that we were on Points Plus, eating little, you know, sad meals out of a container like this. So instead, to bulk it up, and I've already cooked this, we'll have to warm it back up for John, because bless his heart, he's been waiting on this. But this sad little fettuccine meal, you know, in this little bowl, hello Palma, I am going to put it into first of all, I'm gonna put it into a prettier bowl. So I try not to, if I can help it, I try not to eat anything out. And Dusty's like, I'm getting that container, right? And yes, Betty, you are. So I try not to leave anything in its original container. Let's just get this to Dusty real quick. There you go. Because the original containers that these come in, they're just sad little, you know, frozen containers. To that, I'm gonna bulk it up with some 0 point peas, and these are just little things of peas. You can get peas and carrots, you can get carrots, and now that peas are 0, I'm gonna add those in there. So now I put it into this cute little bowl, or pretty bowl. I'm gonna add some peas, and I've already heated those up. And now I got, today at Ingles, I got a Star-Kissed pink salmon, skinless, boneless, in water, 100% wild caught, which is what caught my eye. The wild caught my eye. In water, fresh taste, and no draining. And this is 0 points for the whole packet. So one serving is 1 pouch or 1 container. So I'm gonna add this. Come on, cooperate with me, pouch. Okay, so this is salmon. The fettuccine is 8. Thank you, Trish. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't write it on there. I always write it on there. So I'm just gonna take this and I am going to add it to the top of the fettuccine and the peas. And I'm gonna do this quickly. And I'll run it back through the microwave for him again, you know, so it won't be cold, but this would be perfect at work. So this would be absolutely perfect at work for those days that I can't go, you know, can't go anywhere, don't need to go anywhere, should probably be eating something from, you know, from home, or, you know, or ran out of time or just need to grab something. So I'm sorry, I just had to taste that. But now, so now he has this huge bowl of fettuccine Alfredo with peas and with salmon. And so this is definitely hashtag bulk it up. So we took an 8 point, little bitty tiny, and I would pick it back up and show it to you all, but Dusty has left with it, little plastic microwavable container, and now we've changed it into a still 8 points. So all of this is still, this huge container is still 8 points. So yeah, so that is a perfect way to bulk it up. So go through your list of 200. If you just joined, you should have, if you just joined WW, you should have a book. Either if you attended a physical, if you joined through a physical workshop, you should have a book that has all the 200 items in there. If you are digital, you can get those online, or you can go to our blog. You can go to www.ifyouhaveanegg.com, and you can do, Lynn says all canned peas are not 0. Lynn, the only canned peas that would not be 0 is if they have something else in them. So if they're packed in oil, or if they already have something else mixed in with them. Otherwise, yes, 1 serving of peas is 0. It could be that the company just hasn't caught, or Weight Watchers hasn't, WW hasn't caught up with the company yet to update their exact barcode on the app. So I mean, just know there are a bazillion things that you could scan, you know, and WW can't possibly keep up with all of them as much as we would like for them to. But anyway, so, you know, so do that. Don't just eat the string cheese. Oh, and I'm sorry, where you can get the list of 200. So if you joined in a physical workshop, you could, you should have a book. If you join digital only, or if you're doing e-tools with your physical workshop, then you can access those online. Or if you go to our blog, it's www.ifyouhaveanegg.com, and go to chat number 50, and it's called Welcome to Freestyle. It's just called WW chat, or I think it still says Weight Watchers back then, but it's Weight Watchers chat number 50. Welcome to Freestyle. There is all 200 of them are listed there. It's www.ifyouhaveanegg.com, and look for chat 50, look for number 50. And anyway, the list of all 200 are there, and I'm pretty sure you can print it out. But yeah, don't hesitate to bulk it up. So, you know, if you need to use it as a starter, and when we get to the fluff portion, we're going to talk about this. We're talking about this soup starter. If you need to use a 0 point food as a starter, I mean, you know, burn it up, you know, I mean, wear it out, do it. I actually put in, I'm trying to think what you call it. There's some kind of a formula that, oh my gosh, I know what it's called. Anywhere where you can put in a certain number of items, and figure out how many different possibilities you can get. And thank you all for telling me what time it is. I'll hurry. But you can figure out how many items. I put in 25. I only put in 25 of the 0 smart point options and let it do its thing. And it stopped me at like 40,000, I think it was like 40,620. It stopped me at 40,000 options because the number was just going to be too high. So with just 25 of them. So you could put together so many different, you know, combinations from those 200 and come up with a 0 point meal, like all together. You know, the tuna, tuna and peas, and I'm trying to think of something else real quick. But anyway, you could come up with all kinds of 0-point meals. If you needed a 0-point meal to, to finish your day, or if you're going to start your day, if you're, headed somewhere, or to, as a starter. So like the soup that we're going to talk about here in just a minute. So as a starter, on that, or to hashtag bulk it up. So, use them. You got them. Use them. Just don't abuse them. Again, 6 eggs. Don't do it. 6 bananas, yeah, probably not. You don't go to even Denny's and places like that don't offer you a 6-egg omelet. They, it's like a 3-egg omelet is the most. But anyway, so use those tools. Use your, use your 200 foods. Even the pickiest eaters. We did a chat. I don't remember the number, but we did a chat last year. It was right after we switched to freestyle, and I was getting so many complaints from people saying, I don't like any of the foods. I don't like any of the 0-point foods. And I was like, really, none of them? You went through the entire list of 200 foods and you didn't find 5 things, that you like. So I encourage you to go through that whole list, pick out a handful. Don't try to eat all 200 of them, pick out, 10 things, 10 to 15 things. And so, pick out 10 to 15 things, kind of, make those a staple, in your house. Like we always have beans now. We always have corn. I always have tofu in the refrigerator. And, things like that. So, keep those applesauce, keep those things on there. So, oh yeah, and Stacy, the Twinkie and chicken breast equivalent. I'm trying to think. Hey, Susie, I'm trying to think what the chicken and turkey breast equivalent was. That was one of the very first ones too. So that was probably chat 50 or 51 if you want to go back and check that out. But I have talked way past the 30-minute mark. So this is the end of the classroom portion. And for those of you that are new, don't run off. Do not run off, because we're going to do because we're going to have the fluff portion here in a second, which is where we make something. So first 30 minutes is classroom, second 30 minutes is fluff. I used 39 of our first 30 minutes, which is typical, yeah, for classroom. So sorry. Okay, so classroom is over. If you were just here for the classroom portion, you are dismissed. If you want to stay for the fluff portion, I got to get a drink of water and then we'll get started. So hold on. Okay, I'm back. So, those of you that are here for the fluff portion, we were talking about starters. So things that you could use for a starter for a meal. And this is one that I really, really like. And we've been eating a lot of soup at work lately. So the last few weeks at work, we've been eating different kinds of soup. And that is one thing that I can let, I have one, I don't have to be careful because sometimes they watch these. I have 2 people at work who love me through food. And sometimes it's a problem because they don't always make things that are point friendly. So we've been trying to have soup 1 day a week at work so that they can love me through food. They can love me through food and not blow me up, especially after the holidays. And I'll be honest, I like soup. I'm not gonna pretend like I want to eat it every single day, but I like soup. So I have a soup starter that I created. I don't know what Cheryl's recipe was. I'm hoping y'all are going to tell me in just a few minutes. But, oh, hold on. I forgot to tell you your homework. So Casey, you're going to have to go back and chop this in on the end of something or chop it out of the fluff portion. But your homework for this week was to pick one thing off of the 0 points food list that you've never had before. So I want you to pick one thing off of the 0 points list that you've never had before. I want you to post it. Tell us that you ate it. So try it. You can fix it however you want to. Don't know what it is. Don't know if it needs to be prepared or fixed or whatever. But I want you to try it, post it, and post what you thought about it. Yeah, but you got to tag me. And hello, Susan. So that was your homework. So sorry I forgot to tell you all your homework. And I'll post it at the end of this too. The homework is pick one thing off the 200 list that you've never had. Try it somehow, however you're going to try it, and then post it, tag me, and let us know what you thought about it. Because, y'all are going to tell us things that we've never had too. I don't think there's any of us, maybe one. I don't think there's more than a handful of us that have had every single item on the 200 list. So, okay, back to this. We were talking about, I know, and Cheryl says tofu, but she won't eat it. You're just gonna have to eat my tofu, Cheryl. But so we were talking about soup. So this is a 0-point soup, kind of a base. So it's kind of, you can use it as a base for soup. So you can use it, and hello to you, Lisa, you can use it for, a lot of different things. So what it has in it, and I will try to talk slowly because, again, WordPress is not working great right now, or it is working fine, but it won't let me put my recipe thing in there. But I used a big bag of picked sweet mixed vegetables, frozen vegetables. You don't have to get that brand, it could be whatever you want. But I started with a big bag of mixed frozen vegetables, no potatoes in it, because this is gonna be a 0-point base. So it was a big bag of frozen vegetables, 2 cans of tomato sauce, 2 cans of tomato sauce, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, but we're gonna spread it out over so many servings that the olive oil is not gonna have any points by the time we get done breaking it apart. I use Bragg liquid aminos, and let me show you what those are. Hold on just a second. You do not have to use these. You absolutely do not have to use these, but this is another thing that my mother introduced me to. And yes, I know it's backwards, but this is another thing that my mother introduced me to, during her vegan journey that I fell in love with, and it is, it's kind of like soy sauce, but it is so much better for you. So I use 1/4 cup of that, about 6 cups of water, depending on how thin you want the soup to be and how much you want to spread this out. And then about 3 cups of chopped cabbage, a tablespoon of minced garlic, and you can use more if you like more. And then about 4 cups of low sodium vegetable broth. So it doesn't have to be low sodium, but I use low sodium vegetable broth just, again, because of parental health issues. But as soon as I can, I will try to get Casey to put the and yes, Melissa, you can use it in any recipe for soy sauce. Yeah, I don't even know when the last time was I bought soy sauce, probably 8 years ago, because we just use that. And a little bit goes a long way. But yeah, so we made this base with this, and I will try to get Casey to slow down long enough tomorrow to actually list the ingredients at the bottom, just in case I can't get the WordPress thing figured out this week. But because we're like 4 or 5 chats behind on posting that. But anyway, so it makes this base. So the base itself is 0 smart points, and it is quite tasty as just a base. So what I've done is I've made 4 different versions of this, either for work this week or for eating at night, because John is headed out of town. Gosh. What's it called again? Loretta, are you talking about this? Are you talking about this? It's Bragg liquid aminos, if that's what you're talking about. So and so this is what I did with it. Okay, this is just the starter. So yeah, and Loretta, it's Bragg liquid aminos, BRAGG. This is the starter. So again, the starter has tomato sauce, it's got cabbage, it's got a bunch of different kinds of vegetables in it, the Bragg liquid aminos, a teeny tiny bit of the olive oil, because remember I spread it out over, I think I spread it out over 16, it was like 16 or 18 cups. This has 2 cups in this size container. This one only has the starter in it. So this one I will probably eat with either a grilled cheese sandwich or with like a peanut butter and jelly or something, because I'll get to indulge myself with a grilled cheese or a peanut butter and jelly, because I'm pairing it with a 0 smart point soup. So how smart is that? And who are you growling at? Okay, Dusty's growling at somebody that's not there. But anyway, so I have no idea who. But anyway, so a 0 smart point soup, and then pair it with something that has some smart points, like, or a baked potato would be good. And I actually bought potatoes today, so that might be a good option. So that's one option, and Dusty's really pretty sure that he's gonna get that, but he's not. Okay, and this has, so just to also point out, the starter has no meat in it. So this would be vegetarian and vegan. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm running down the ingredients in my head. This would be vegetarian and vegan. So that would be a great vegetarian or vegan option. And it is semi-lower, sodium. For those who are concerned, the liquid aminos do have some sodium in them. For a half of a teaspoon, it is, let me find it, 160 milligrams of sodium. So just wanted to point that out in case anybody has to be really, really, you know, careful with the sodium. Then the second one that I did is this one's like a BLT. So this one is like a BLT soup. And so it's just 2 cups of the starter again. And then it has 2 pieces of my air fryer bacon that I make. It has 2 pieces of that. I cook it really crisp. 2 pieces of that crumbled up in there. And the kind of bacon that I use, that's 2 Smart Points. And then it has an 1/8 of a cup of Trader Joe's light shredded mozzarella cheese, and that's 1 Smart Point. So that's 2 plus 1 is 3, plus the 0 point soup. And then I used, on the bacon, I used some of the Dax Red Mountain Rub because it's really good on the bacon. And so it's like a BLT, except the L is cabbage instead of lettuce, but it has bacon, and it has cabbage lettuce in it, and it has tomato because it's got the tomato sauce, and it has a little bit of cheese in it. And so that just makes for a fun one. So that would be 3 points. That would be 3 Smart Points, you know, for 2 cups of that, for that size container of that. And the next one, this one is like a ham and bean soup. So I don't know how many of you all eat ham and bean soup. That's semi-popular around here, I think. But this one again is approximately 2 cups of the starter. And then I added, I got some Canadian bacon and chopped it up. And for those of you that are here with us from Canada, I'm still super disappointed that y'all did not invent that. It still just hurts my heart. But anyway, I guess I'll get over it. But it has some chopped up, it has 1 point worth of Canadian bacon chopped, if you can see that. It has 1 point worth of Canadian bacon chopped up in there. And then I added navy beans. So the Canadian bacon is 1 point. The navy beans are 0 points, 0 points. So this is 1 point worth of soup. It's 1 point. So if you had more than 1 point to spend, you could put some more Canadian bacon in there, not made in Canada, or you could put some of the bacon. If you had the bacon, you could crumble it up and put in there, or again, you could have a grilled cheese, or you could have a peanut butter and jelly, or a peanut butter sandwich with it, but you could have something else with it. Or if you were going, you know, like if you were going to go out, you know, that night, how yummy would this soup be with that? And I use the Dax Everything But the Bagel. It's everything but the seasoning. The Trader Joe's Everything But the Bagel is good with it too. But and okay, Loretta wants to know, even though beans are 0 points, do you go by the serving size? Yes. So when I eat beans, even if I end up eating a lot of beans, I still do like a serving at a time. And this is one serving of beans. So I wouldn't go crazy, because you're gonna have a different problem if you go crazy on that. Yeah. But the Dax Everything But the is good on that one. And again, that is a 1 point. The way I've made it right here, that is a 1 point soup. Okay, and JJ wants to know why the liquid aminos are good for you. Because Nana said so. So if Nana said that it's, you know, if it's good for you, then it is good for you. So, okay, and here's the last one. And somehow, even though I babbled through the whole first of that, we're going to be able to go back through these and talk about the ingredients and still end on time. So yeah, JJ, anything Nana said is good for you is good for you. So since we have plenty of time, I will digress. I'll like sidetrack a little bit. And yes, Nana says, and it's funny because yesterday she's feeling a lot better. She's never going to be completely well, but she's feeling a lot better. And yesterday I was, I don't know, doing something, you know, whatever for her there at the nursing home. And she said, I can do that. Oh, I was trying to hand her Dr. Pepper. And she said, I can get it. And I said, well, no, I'm going to get it for you. And she goes, I do this every day without you. And I said, well, I don't know how. And I said, well, today you're going to have to do it with me. But it is so Bragg liquid aminos, and they also make the nutritional yeast that I eat. It's an all-purpose seasoning from soy protein. So if you're sensitive or allergic to soy, please do not try this. It's a natural soy sauce alternative. It is gluten-free and it contains no preservatives. And it says, let's see, Bragg liquid aminos, a gourmet alternative to tamari and soy sauce. No preservatives, no alcohol, not fermented, gluten-free, contains 16 amino acids. So it has all of this in here. It has alanine, I'm not going to say these right, arginine, aspartic acid, gluten, whatever. 16, I'm not going to say them all. 16 essential and non-essential amino acids is naturally occurring amounts, blah, 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 blah. Sorry. So it's good for you. It has amino acids. You need them. And no, you don't keep it in the fridge. You don't keep that in the fridge. Okay, so the last soup that I made with the starter is, it's basically an unstuffed cabbage soup. So let me go back here really quickly and tell you the starter. The starter is vegetarian and vegan. There's no meat in this and it's 0 points. The next one was, and hey, Orlando Debbie, the next one was the BLT, and that one was 3 smart points. It does have meat in it and it does have cheese in it. The next one was the Canadian bacon, not made by Canadians, the not Canadian bacon, and navy beans, and this one is 1 smart point, but it does have meat in it. This one looks like it has meat in it for my vegetarian and vegan friends, but it does not. This one has rice. It has a half a cup of rice, which is, it's about a half a cup of rice. It was a fourth of one of the VT things, which is right here. It's a fourth of one of these. Hello, Samantha. It's a fourth of one of these, and that's 2 smart points. And then it has a half of a cup of Beyond Beef crumbles. So it has the rice and the Beyond Beef in there with the starter soup. So it is still vegetarian, it's still vegan, but it is, let's see, 2 and 2, it's 4 smart points. So it's 4 smart points for this, but it is still vegetarian and vegan, and it is delicious. So if you like unstuffed cabbage soup, but you need a lighter, a lower point, like the one that one of the ladies at work makes for us, is the one she makes is 6 smart points for 2 cups. This one is 4, and it's vegetarian and it's vegan. So we are like 5 minutes ahead, which is awesome. So really quickly again, and this one for the one that is like the one that's like an unstuffed cabbage soup, I used Dax Italian, the Italian Blast seasoning on that, because you're supposed to put a bay leaf in the unstuffed cabbage soup, and the Italian Blast just gives it, a little bit something extra. But real quickly, let me go over what the base is, and you can make the base whatever you want. But I make a giant pot. If y'all can see it, where is it? Right here. So that was like 3/4 of the way full, and again, the base I used a big bag of frozen mixed vegetables, and it was like 6 cups of frozen mixed vegetables, 2 cans of tomato sauce, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1/4 of a cup of Bragg liquid aminos, about 6 cups of water depending on how thin you want it to be, approximately 3 cups of chopped cabbage, so go ahead and chop it up however fine or thick. Sometimes I make it thicker than that. And a tablespoon of minced garlic, or if you like doing fresh garlic, the fresh garlic, it's so good, so good. I just don't have the luxury of that kind of time. And approximately 4 cups of vegetable broth. So the vegetable broth was the key to making this okay for yeah, and Loretta, I'm sorry. So JJ wants to know what size the cans are. They're already gone because John was on top of the recycling today, so I'll have to get that size for you. And Loretta wants to know if I'm going to post it. Loretta, I am going to post it, but I've got to figure out what WordPress did when they did their update. I've got to figure out what they did with my recipe builder. So, because the recipe builder is just gone. But anyway, so that is the recipe builder on WordPress is gone. So for the www.ifyouhaveanegg.com, right now I can't post a recipe. So it updated it. I can't figure out how to make it unupdate it. So maybe Casey can figure that out for tomorrow. But this is the base, and here it is in a clear bowl so that you can see it. So that is the 0 point base. That is what I just read off. So 0 point base, yummy, yummy. Eat with a grilled cheese or, some other kind of sandwich. This one is the BLT, so it has, oh no, I'm sorry, this one is the, and I'll have to mark these. This one is the bean and bacon, so it's the Canadian bacon and navy beans. 1 smart point. This one is the BLT. That is 3 smart points, and I wish I could get some bacon in that shot, but I don't see any. But yeah, that one's 3 smart points, the way I made it. And then we have the unstuffed cabbage soup one, and that one's about 4 smart points. So vegetarian and vegan, how much water is 6 cups? Are you asking me how much water is 6 cups, or are you asking me if it's 6 cups of water? Because that was, and I'm sorry, that's Trish that's asking that. So it was approximately 6 cups of water. And yeah, Melissa, you could add rotisserie white meat chicken to any of this. You could add, I mean, really, you could do anything with this. You could add, because the base is not really flavored. I mean, it has that little bit of garlic in it, but because the base is not really flavored, you could add taco meat. You could add taco meat and taco seasoning. You could add chicken meat and enchilada seasoning would be really good. I know I'm getting on this whole Mexican thing now, but there's so many options. I mean, you could, oh Trish, it was 6 cups. So it was 6 cups of water, depending on how thin you wanted it to be. So I made the base, I made the base pretty thin because I was gonna be adding, you know, so many other things to it. But yeah, I mean, you could add anything to it and make it a, you know, make it into your own creation. But it is 8:59. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up so that I can go ahead and fix John's, or reheat John's, bulk it up from the classroom portion. So if you are only watching, Casey's gonna start splitting these up so that we'll have one video that, and she did that last week too, but so she'll have one video that has the classroom and the fluff portion, and then another video that just has the fluff portion, because I have a feeling it's the people that just wanted the fluff portion that are the complainers and whiners, and you know how much of a people pleaser I am. But anyway, so this was from the beginning. This was just the hashtag bulk it up. So it was a healthy choice fettuccine Alfredo with some salmon and some peas. Yeah, to bulk it up, to hashtag bulk it up. So I'm gonna go figure out which of this I am eating. And Dusty, is right here at my feet. So he must think he's getting part of this. Come here, buddy. Come say goodnight. Oh. Yeah, and that workout that Casey and I did, yeah, I'm feeling it in my legs tonight. Feeling it in my legs and my arms. But anyway, everybody have a great week. And if you are new to us, this is Dusty. So he's the only child that I didn't mention at the beginning of the chat, but welcome to all the new people. And don't forget, you all did an awesome job on your homework last week. This week, your homework is to find one thing on the 200 smart points list, the 200 0 points list, and make it and let her eat it somehow and let us know what you thought. So good night, everybody. Y'all have a great week. I want to know what you made with your soup too. So good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Good night. Say good night, Dusty.